Hi,
Hi, Anna.
it's good to see you as always. But
Good to see you
today I'm
too.
especially excited about what we have decided to talk about today and the materials that we're going to use. I've been wanting for you to record this video for a really long time. Ever since, let me share my screen. I'll show you what I mean.
Hmm.
Ever since we did this, ever since we did this, do you know where this is from?
Yes, yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
I was
It's one of
hoping
my
you
favorite workshops.
exactly, and that is one of my favorite tutorials. So this is a mixed media tutorial where you used this piece of black paper to create this beautiful silhouette and that you later painted over with watercolors, metallic watercolors, pencils, so all sorts of it. It's one of my favorite projects that
Yeah.
we have on our blog. And everyone watching this, if you haven't done this tutorial, go to Julia's blog, find it. It's right there with all the other tutorials, step by step tutorials with photos and descriptions. And today's video will actually help you with this tutorial too. Uh,
Yes, definitely.
yes, because what are we talking about today, Julia?
About black paper, drawing on black paper, of course. And I'm so excited about it. It's like a playground for me. Trying out different materials and yeah, just play around with them. So yeah, I'm so excited about it.
All right. So I can see you've got brushes, pencils, pens maybe. So what's the plan? What are you gonna do?
um, Today we will try out different materials, and there are actually 7 of them. I think you can use more materials on black paper, but we will talk about the 7 most common, I think, materials and materials that you can easily buy. Uh, and like I don't want to talk about acrylic paints
Mhm.
because I just don't use them myself, and a lot of other people like urban sketchers don't use them too. So just normal materials like pencils and pens, white pens, and we will talk about it all. And
Okay. It
yeah,
sounds like a very long video, Julia. I might need to stop you somewhere
yes,
halfway through. And okay, but let's see how it goes. Um,
we can do it in 2 parts,
yes,
right?
maybe. Okay. All right. So let's get started.
Yes. Okay, so can I start? Okay, so the first material I want to show you, it's actually the most common one, I think, and the material that when you think about black paper, then you probably think about white pencils. And I have here 2 of them, and these are just normal white pencils, not like pastel pencils, and they they are really cool to use. So what you can do with white pencils when you want um, to draw on black paper, you can use them for creating sharp lines, and you also can use them for hatching, for example, for like this, or for creating highlights. Also really cool. Like you can press a little bit harder, then your pencil will be whiter and thicker, the pencil stroke. and the highlight will be darker, and when you press less hard, it will be more transparent, and then you can create a very beautiful effects in your sketches. So, and a very important thing to understand with black paper is that you use actually that you draw not as usual, that you draw shadows, and you add or you leave a white space for the highlights. It's exactly the other way around. You actually draw the light because you already have the shadow. It's all darkness. So if we want, for example, to draw, let's draw a tree, and a tree like, yeah, my examples are, as always, on urban sketching. So we often draw trees in urban sketching, and I think it will be a good example for that. So I can start drawing the tree, and then I assume that the light comes from this side, so I create here the highlight, and as I said before, I draw only the highlight, the lighter side, like this, and maybe some grass here. So, and this is really cool. You can draw some lines, some trees in the background, and you create just a very nice picture on black paper. What do you think, Anna? It looks so great, right?
Honestly, yes. I'm
Really.
sitting here admiring it and also taking photos and screenshots for
Oh,
our Instagram. That's what I'm doing, if you like to know. But yes, it is. Black paper is so fascinating. The effects
yeah.
you can create, and
Yeah,
you make it
exactly.
sound, you make it look so easy.
Yeah, I try to. It is, and maybe it requires some practice, of course. But if you understand how it works, it becomes really, really cool to do, and not that difficult, I think. And what I want to say, I will actually tell you about the benefits and about the challenges of every single material we will talk about. So the benefits of white white pencil are that you can create very precise lines, and you can add shading. And yeah, so the challenges, on the other hand, are that it can be less opaque sometimes than the other options. We will talk about white marker, for example. It's much more opaque. And one very important thing, you need to have a good white pencil. As you can see, this one is quite good. It's Winsor Newton watercolor pencil, not very expensive, but just a good pencil, quite white. But if we use another pencil, it's a harder one. You can see that it's less opaque, so it's almost gray, and you can achieve this effect, or not that easy. So you need to have a good white pencil. And I usually don't use white pencils like this. I use a pastel pencil, but we will talk about it later. So white pencil is really cool to use. Okay, so the next material is white gel pencil, and I have this one. I think it's one of the most famous brands that make white gel pencils. Everyone knows it, and it's one of the better ones. And the benefit of a gel pen is that it provides very sharp lines, so even much sharper than the white pencil. And you can also add, you can see it here, very sharp, very thin lines also, and you can also add highlights and very fine lines. And the you also can add or use them for hatching, for example. It's one of the best materials for hatching, I think, like hatching or cross hatching. It's really a great material for that, because the lines are so fine. And the challenges of the white pencil are that, or the white gel pencil, are that the coverage can be quite limited, and because the lines are so fine, and it doesn't really work on large areas. So if you want to cover large areas, if you use a large format, then it's not very suitable for that. Okay, let's draw something on with white gel pencil. And let me see. I want to draw, for example, a lamp, like this. And with a very fine lines. And actually I only draw the contour of the lamp, and this is a very lovely picture, I think. So like this. And we also can combine different materials. So I could, for example, add some white pencil to this lamp to make it a little bit more interesting. And maybe another highlight here. Okay, so this is the gel pencil. Let's move to the white or metallic marker, the third material. And I have here a thicker marker, white marker, and you also have thinner markers like this gel pen, but I thought it would be almost the same, so I took this one, a thicker one, and you can use them for larger areas, of course. And let me try to make yes, this is, the line is sharp now. But as you can see, first the benefit. The benefit of the white pencil is that you can also create interesting sharp lines, and with the gloss markers or whatever metallic
Metallic.
markers, you can add some shiny look. And I actually prefer to show you these ones because they are really cool. But I wanted to start with a white pencil or with a white marker, and it actually has one challenge, one disadvantage, and it's you can see it already that it's not very opaque. It's a little bit transparent, so you probably need to use it twice or maybe even more, but then you have a better line, the the sharp line. And this is what I love about these metallic markers. This is so cool. Look at this. Very beautiful shiny lines, and they have different thicknesses. Oh, let me look. This one is a bit thicker, and it's a different color. And I also love colors like this, the kind of turquoise, and a silver one. So you can combine them in one drawing, or you can use them on their own. And but I don't think you can use them like the color, the whole
So
picture.
as your main
Yes,
medium, you can.
yes,
Can you though tell a few words about these markers? So they are, I can see that these are adding
yes.
markers, and they are. Can you use them on anything else, or just paper?
Yes, definitely. And I will show you how you can
Hmm.
use them
I knew I
because,
should ask that.
yes, because I love this so much. I drew it myself, and you can use them on, let me see, on glass, metal, plastic, and paper. So
All right.
these are really cool. And maybe you can see that it's also um, quite shiny, and yeah, it's they are so cool.
So it used to
And
be just a black,
yes,
boring sketchbook,
yes,
and you wanted, as always, to add some bright colors to it.
of course, and some shyness.
So these markers are quite, permanent, so they don't smudge.
No,
Yeah,
no.
so they just dry and they stay in place.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
really cool. I'm not sure if it works like that on glass, for example, because glass is very smooth. But here on surfaces like this, it's kind of
It's a little textured, isn't it? The
a
surface.
little bit textured. Yes, it works really perfect. I love it so much.
Okay. Right.
Yes, and you also can use them for your drawings. For example, let me see, what can we draw here? I can draw a door. A very quick sketch of a quick, um, for example, like this, and some ornaments, maybe. And I also love to use them for adding details to my sketches. For example, if I draw something on white paper, I often use them for adding just golden lines or like silver colors, and yeah, it makes my sketches look so shiny, beautiful, but not too much of it, because then it looks like not very stylish anymore. And we can add some, I don't know, I have a picture in front of me and I try to create a very quick sketch and don't draw all the details. But it's not about what I draw, but it's more about showing you how to use these markers. And I think it's really cool to use them. So like this. And maybe just a few more details, but
do you need me to tell you it's time to stop? And move on. We've got what? A pastel pencil.
yes, I want to show you just one last marker.
Okay.
It's also adding, and it's a little bit different one, but I also love it so much. And I think a lot of people who love calligraphy will love this one too, because it's a brush pen, and you can use it for lettering, like for creating beautiful. Oh, it's a hell. I wanted to say to to write hello, but let's
Too big.
yes, like okay, then it's not.
Okay, but it lets you create thicker and thinner
Yes,
lines.
yes, that's the benefit of this one, indeed. And I'm not a very good calligrapher or brush pen user, but I love to use them. I mean, it's so shiny, it's so bright. Okay, so the next one, pastel pencils. And the pastel pencils are excellent for blending if you use something like this, like blending. And you can also use them for layering and for very expressive art. And what I want to show you, first the challenges, of course. Pastel pencils can be a little bit messy because they're very soft. And let me see, you probably need a fixative to fix them. But they're really cool to use. So, for example, we can draw a very, very quick sketch of a street, like this one, for example. I just draw something, a few buildings here, and color it with purple color. And for example, I can use yellow color for create some light in the background, like this. And I also can use my finger to smudge them a little bit. So it could be a disadvantage that they smudge, but it also can also be actually a good thing, because you can create different effects. And we also can add some windows, for example. So I think it's a very interesting picture this way. A night look. Something unusual, right? So, yeah, this is all about pastel pencils. And what do you think, Anna?
What do I think? I think we should do a workshop where we can do a complete sketch on black paper. Do you think you could do that for us?
Yeah, I think so. Yes,
We'll
I
think
would.
about
It would
it.
be really great, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So if someone is thinking, oh, I want to do a workshop like this,
Yeah, well, let us know in the
tell us in the
comments.
comments.
Yes, and then I'll make sure Julia does, well, a workshop for us. And as always, do not forget to like this video. Then we'll know that you enjoyed it and we'll record the second part because there's more. There are colored pencils, there are metallic watercolors, that's my favorite, and there's also gouache on black paper. So we'll be happy to record another video for you. Just let us know that you need it.
Yeah.
And well, that's it for today. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.